What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, guys. Your boy Ryan LFC back again, guys. Another top shelf video for you guys today. I have a special guest from the Jamaican national team. This player is a great player, and his name is Magee. How are you doing, my brother? Welcome to the channel.
I'm good, man. Thank you very much, man. I really appreciate you asking me to join the show as well.
Yeah. So, how is the family and everyone doing?
My family is doing good as far as I know.
Okay, good. But let us start the show. My first question to you: who do you think is kind of a little bit different? So drop my question. So, tell us about your childhood growing up.
Um, I had a really fun childhood. I grew up in a community called, I don't know if you know, Backbush.
Yeah.
That's where I grew up on Mountain View, yeah. And I grew up with a lot of friends. I was always free. I could go have fun with my friends, play football, do everything that I like. I didn't have but like lifestyle wise, my childhood was really difficult because as you know, where I live is like where you call it the ghetto. So it wasn't easy growing up where money and food and those stuff is concerned. But you know, it didn't really phase me because sometimes you just want to be around your friends. You forget that you even want something to eat. You're just living and you're happy. Yeah, but yeah, all in all, I had a really like difficult childhood where that was concerned. Like my family is not a rich family or anything, but yeah, other than that, it was really fun and yeah, it was good.
So, how much brother and sister you have?
I have two brothers. I don't have any sisters.
Okay, great. Father and mother still alive?
Yeah, they're still alive.
Okay, great. My next question to you: how do you know you have a talent to play football? At what age you start to play football?
Um, I don't remember the exact age, but as long as I can remember, I think I started at a really really young age. I started playing in the primary leagues at grade two. So I was playing football way before that. I was always playing football. I'm basically from a football family. So I grew up knowing about football. It was all football.
So, what school you attend from the basic come right up?
I went to Grace Temple Basic School, and then I went to Clancarthy Primary. Then I went to Dunwoon Technical, and then I transferred from Dunwoon in grade 8, yeah. And then I went to Jamaica College after that.
Okay. When you went to Jamaica College, talk about what is a different high school. Donald is a very good technical high school, but you move up to the upper class with a lot of upper class kids going to JC. Talk us when you go to JC. Talk us through
Uh,
that moment.
when I was leaving, because when you start high school, it's just you make a lot of new friends. So when I was leaving, like my friends at the school, it was really like I was kind of sad, but um, yeah. When I went to JC, I didn't really. I knew a couple of guys that played football. I didn't know a lot of people, and they weren't in my classes, so I wasn't speaking to anybody or anything. But then after I started like training, I started making a lot of new friends. Yeah, and then after that, everything just turned out how it should turn out.
Well, definitely. I want you to. Do you play calls for JC?
Yeah, I played 1 year.
Okay, so how was that experience playing calls?
It was good because it was good and it was difficult at first for me because when I was at Dunwoon, I used to like I used to be in like everything was surrounding me at Dunwoon. Everybody wants to give me the ball and this, but at JC it had a lot of players, so I think it helped me like to become more of a team player. Whereas when I was at Dunwoon, I would just take the ball, run past everybody and shoot, and score. But JC, I started playing like everybody touching the ball, and yeah, it was good. was really, really good. We went to the semi-finals, I think, and something happened with my hand. I don't know. The mark is not there anymore, but I got a like something slitted my arm here, and I had to come off the field, and we lost. We lost the game. Yeah, and then after that, the year after, I started playing Manning Cup for JC.
So, what is it like to play in Manning Cup for JC? I know you becomes champion 3 years straight for Jamaica College. Your first Manning Cup win. How that feel? And how many games you play in that first season?
Um, first of all, the feeling is it's different, because like growing up, you're watching all the players playing Manning Cup, and like the year before, I saw Flemings and Rafiq and all those players playing But at the start of my first season playing Manning Cup for JC, it was really difficult. I wasn't playing. I think I played about 2 games in the first round, and my next game, my real game was one the game I had to play in the Super Cup. That was my first. No, that was my second start, and it was because one of my teammates he wears glasses, but he didn't have his contact lens to play the game. It was a night game, and I was the only person, like the only attacking midfielder on the bench, and the coach like was speaking to me before the game and telling me that just relax and play my game and whatever. And I scored in that game. We won 1-0, and after that, I played every single game, all the games after that. I've never sat on the bench after that game.
Well, I think your first season was a very good season, but you just transformed to be a different player when it come on to the second season, your third season. 2 years ago, Tyreek Magee was one of the biggest player in Jamaica at the age of 17, 18. Oh, you live up to that height to continue now to being a great player. But before I get to that, I want to stick a little bit about your journey in Jamaica College. Do you guys get a lot of support? Because I went to Excelsior and we do have a lot of past students give back. But Jamaica College, it seems a little bit different. You guys get logs, you guys get every single thing you guys need, and you guys always been performing. Is that true?
Yeah, it's true. There's a lot of people like if I think if as a footballer, like if you genuinely love football and you work hard, and if you go to JC and you fail, I think it's because you want to fail, because there's everything there, like there's the old boys, everybody's there just to help you, they're willing to do everything to help you, to make you feel like good, comfortable, so yeah, and a big shout out to them also. Thank them for that. Yeah, but JC, it's like it's where football is concerned. It's a next level. It's close to professional. Um, so it was already preparing you, like to start playing with like start playing men football. Yeah, and as I said before, I appreciated that from them. Yeah, and it's really, really good at JC.
Definitely, and you want 3 Manning Cup. That's a great achievement. A lot of player want to play in the Manning Cup. A lot of player want to win the Manning Cup. I play in the Manning Cup for 3 seasons. I always get knocked out by Jamaica College. I don't know, for some reason. Junior Flemings, Rafiki, they always come up big against Excelsior when they need to. I think you guys has been lucky over the years when you guys come up against Excelsior, but kudos to you guys. But I want to talk to you about the new Champions League in your time. I don't know if they still have it in Jamaica, but in your time, how it feel to play the Champions League, the big
Uh,
boy leagues?
it was no, that was it was different, and I really, really enjoyed it. I thought it was a really, really good thing to do, like to get to play against the schools from the rural areas also. It was a really, really good experience. And I think it's a good platform to, like, for players who want to go to the next level also, because that attracted a lot of eyes. When the first time it came out, a lot of people was watching, and yeah, I think it was really, really good. It was a really, really good thing that they did that.
I always want to talk to you about this incident a couple years ago. I think it's the last season when you guys get knocked out by, I think it's JC in the Champions League at Sabina Park. I just want to talk to you a little bit because I think it's 2018. That's the Champions League. Which year is that?
20. It was 2017.
It's 2017. I think that's my early part coming to Canada, and I was watching that game. And 2 years ago, 3 years ago, you were the man. You were the best player in schoolboy football, both in Ural era and in Kingston. You were the talk of the town. I hear a lot of people comparing it to Blacker Pearl. I hear people talking about Pele, former Charlie Smith player. You were amongst a lot of big superstars. I think Marsh will play for Calabar. I think a next player will play for St. George's College. You guys was the talk of the town. And I want to ask you about that goal. I know it was an indirect goal and it haven't counted, it ruled out. But when Wayne Walker was being the commentator and he said Tyreek Magee, him last kick off the moment to save Jamaica College, and the referee put up him and that was an indirect, and you haven't paying attention because you were more focused, locked in on the game to try to get the equalize for your team to push it in extra time. Talk us through that moment when you take off your shirt to score that goal and then you realize it haven't gone. Talk us through that moment. How do you feel?
First of all, like when we got the foul,
Yeah.
I wasn't like I blocked out everything completely. I spotted the ball and like I was just like looking where I was going to put the ball. But I didn't. The referee, if you watch the video, like it was not in my line of view. So like even if I wanted to see him, it was slightly behind me, so I wasn't seeing him properly. But if I'd seen that he had his hand up, then I would have known that it was an indirect free kick. But I didn't get like how it was an indirect free kick because it was a foul. So I didn't understand like how is it an indirect free kick, because the KC player fouled a Jamaica College player. So yeah. I didn't understand what happened for it to be an indirect free kick. That's what my problem was. I wanted to know how it became an indirect free kick after I realized everything and I heard everything that it's an indirect free kick. Because I think it kicked the player in his face.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I just didn't get how it was an indirect free kick. But yeah, when I scored, it was everything. The feeling was everything. It was a feeling of relief because it was the last kick of the game, as you saw. And I ran over to my friends. I took my shirt off, and then to hear that it didn't count, it was just, I don't know. I don't know how to describe the feeling that I had in that moment. Yeah, but it's also a good experience, it keeps it, it helps you to be more aware. Like, if I was more aware, probably I would have seen the referee and know that it was an indirect free kick, and then I would have somebody touch the ball and then I shoot. Yeah, but looking back, it's good memories, it's really nice to even sometimes I see people posting it or reposting it again. It's nice to see, and sometimes you remember and you just have to look at it and smile.
Yeah, I think that goal was a great goal. And before you guys get the foul, I hear the commentator Wayne Walker will say it was an indirect. It has to touch it. That was when I see the referee put up him, and I was saying someone has to touch the ball before you shoot it. And kudos to KC. I think they did what they was having a great game, but you guys was just lacking something, especially in the final third. I think KC defend you guys very well. They did not give you guys a lot of space to play, and with you inside the midfield, trust me, I admire how you play, man. You're an excellent player. Every single time I see you on the ball, you remind me of Menzel Ozil. You remind me of Jermaine You. You remind me of the guy that played for Everton, Farmer Colombian player. I think he play for Everton now.
Oh,
Rodriguez, Almes Rodriguez. Every single time I see him play, Lionel Messi, you have a very good left foot, just like Germany. And if you continue with this part, I think you're going to get big. I think you can be Jamaica, one of Jamaica's biggest midfielder, because you have that creativity, you have that style, you have that work rate, and I love every single thing I watch in schoolboy football. But that transaction from schoolboy football to Premier League, I know you represent Harborview in that Premier League. You know, many schoolboy football fail to live up their expectation to bring it over in the Premier League. They're playing against man. It's difficult. Shaman Nichols did it at Boys Town, tear up the Premier League, young player, a lot of individual award at him time at Boys Town, top goal scorer for Boys Town. He was the one who keeping Boys Town in the Premier League after. As soon as they lose him, they went down. How was that transaction? Tell me about the Premier League and tell me about Harborview Football Club.
You know, when it was like my time to go on to the Premier League, the funny thing is, you know, I was playing Premier League in 2015. I was playing Premier League, like my first season of Manning Cup I was playing, and my father stopped me because I was coming home late in the night because Harborview in that time they were training in the night. I played one game and after that game I stopped. And because of school, because I couldn't wake up for school and all that stuff, so I had to stop. And then like after when I went back now, after I finished playing Manning Cup, I was fortunate enough to have a lot of like ex-professional players around me, you know, so that helped me a lot. And they saw that I had talent and they believed in my talent and like they helped me in every. I think they helped me in every single way that they could have helped me. Like not only to prepare me for the Premier League, but like to prepare me for the next level of football, you know. And I want to say a big thank you to everybody that was a part of that, like that little time I had in Harborview. But in Harborview, like you're really fortunate. Like it's always like players that know a lot about professional football, know what you need to do and like how to help you to improve the game. So I think as long as you're willing to learn, then the sky is the limit.
What do you talk on Baby Ghana? What type of impact he have on you?
I don't know how to explain. Like when I was at Harborview, you know, like Coach Bibi was basically everything, every single thing, like where my success is concerned, you know. Like even sometimes, like I had a problem. Like I always thought that I was right, you know, like because I was good on the ball and everything. I always like even though I would do something, I do it. I don't lose the ball or anything, you know. But like he was always showing me a next way to do it quicker, you know, because you know at the professional level, that's the difference. The speed of play is totally different. So he was always showing me that. But I was say like I always had another thing to say, you know, but like I would go home and think about it. Yeah, and I was looking back at it and I'm saying like he played at the highest level and like it was basically every single thing like that prepared me for that next step, you know. Like he always tried to, I don't know, I think sometimes I even think he believed in me more than how I believed in myself. Like sometimes I would do just like some random stupid things when I was playing for Harborview and like even the sometimes I'm here, I'm looking back at it, you know, I'm saying like if it was another person, you know, like they would have been finished with me but I don't know, he always had a lot of time for me, like regardless of what I was doing, you know. And I was like sometimes I'm here and I'm looking back at it and I'm saying like he was treating me like he was my father, you know, like he would explain every single thing to me, and I would still go back and do the same thing that he was telling me it's not right, and he would still be there for me, like whenever I need him, or like whenever I run into trouble or anything, like where football is concerned, he would like just still has a lot of time for me. And I don't know, I don't think I can thank him enough for that. Um, I don't speak with him a lot these days, but I know like if I like link him or anything, he will still be there for me. Like that's the type of person he is. His personality is just different. I've never met another person like him.
Yeah, I think Baby Gardner is a excuse me, Baby is a very good player and he see the talent in you and at film age back in at your age he been in that situation. So he want the best for you. He play against Manu, Cristiano Ronaldo, he play against Steve Gerrard. He play against a lot of great player in the world. So he want the best for you. I think a little bit sometime, doing my research, people say he probably put a lot of pressure upon you and a lot of expectation because he know good you are. So that's why I'm continue pushing you, pressing the button and stuff. But Baby is a very good player and great coach, and I wish him all the best. But my next question to you: 2 years ago, you guys have a chance to qualify for the World Cup. Talk me through that tournament. You were the standout player in that World Cup qualifier in Florida, scoring some brilliant goal, assists. You do every single thing right. What do you think were Jamaica downfall not making that World Cup? And you guys have an excellent team.
Um, the downfall is it's really clear. The only way we would have made it through the group, we had to win the Mexico game, and we didn't. We drew the game, and then it was all down to goal difference, and it scored a lot of. I don't know what happened. Like it was really strange, but they scored a lot. They scored a lot. They scored more goals than us in the tournament after we played against them. We drew 2-2, and then yeah, that was the only problem. If we had won that game, then we would have played in the World Cup. But yeah, the tournament itself was really really good. I think a lot of people didn't expect us to do as well as we did. Yeah, and yeah, it was really a special tournament, in every single way. Like even the format of the tournament, it was really crazy. I didn't understand it. Normally you have two teams going through, but that year they decided that it's only one. I don't know for whatever reason, but that's the past. But yeah, all the guys I think performed really well in that tournament. Yeah, the team was different. I don't know what happened, but we played we played some brilliant football in that tournament.
Yeah. How much would you grade yourself from 1 to 10 in that 2 years ago in that World Cup qualifier?
Um, I don't know, like I think I would leave that to like you guys are the coaches are. I just wanted to be out there. Enjoying myself because all the guys on the team is my friends. It's like playing with your friends. I just wanted to enjoy myself representing my country. Making a lot of people proud. Um, I don't really, I can't really grade myself. I think yeah, I'll just leave that to like the spectators or the coaches or whoever was watching the games.
Yeah, I think you have a great tournament. I would give you a 7 out of 10. I think you could do more, especially in that first game. But I think the rest of team. I think individually you guys have a great tournament, but unfortunate, the last game they should play both team, the Mexico game and the Jamaican game at the same time. I think that's a disadvantage to Mexico. But it what it is. But that was your guys' great chance to make it to the FIFA Club World Cup, and it was a big disappointment to the nation. But you guys doing excellent. A lot of people, a lot of journalists in Jamaica didn't expect you guys to do well, and you guys haven't lost a match in that. Ridiculous. This is the first time I see a World Cup qualifier. You guys haven't lost. You guys score over 20 at goal and seven points, 2 win, 1 draw, and you guys didn't make it to the World Cup. That kind of strange to me.
Yeah, I didn't understand the format at all, as I said before.
You think the federation do enough to help you guys like preparation, play more practice game, the food wise and all of these stuff. You guys was comfortable in that tournament. How many training sessions you guys have leading up to that World Cup qualify?
Um, before that tournament, I think we trained only once together as a group before we played our first game in that tournament. Um, yeah, but I think nobody really cared about like the preparation or whatever. Like whenever you get the chance to represent the country, it's a different feeling. It's a different. I don't know. You can't really explain that. There's a lot of people that wants to play for their country, and you just want to make the most of the chance that you get. We didn't really care about like if we trained together or if we were prepared properly, or like if anybody saw us playing from the outside, they wouldn't even know that we didn't train together, or we weren't prepared properly for it, and we didn't really care about that. Like I don't know, maybe the JFF did the best they could. Yeah, but that didn't really phase us. We just wanted to go out there and like enjoy ourselves and make ourselves known, and make a lot of people know that talent is in Jamaica too. And it's not only like running or whatever they know Jamaica for, wherever they know. But yeah, we just wanted to play. And I think we made a great account of ourselves, and just the only thing I can say is just congrats to everybody that was a part of that setup.
I know you go on a lot of um a lot of overseas trial. Do you want to share with the viewers some of the team you go and went and try, and why do you think it never worked out for you?
Um, I can't remember. I know I can't remember all the teams that I went on trial with. I know I went on trial once with Tampa Bay Roadies in the USL. I went on trial in Canada once with Toronto FC, and up to I don't really know why I didn't sign in any of those clubs, because when I went there everybody liked me, they liked who I played. But I was young, I didn't really understand everything. I just saw it as another chance to play football. Yeah, I remember I was in Spain once, and Sporting Braga, that's a top team in Portugal. They wanted to work with me, but I wasn't happy with the contract that they wanted to give me. I knew something happened with Espanyol, a club in Spain named Espanyol. They liked me also. I don't know. At the time, I didn't really have control over the situation. It wasn't me. I didn't really understand the situation properly. So I went to Portugal in Braga, and I was staying there, and like I wasn't happy with anything at all. I didn't sign or anything as yet. I was supposed to sign like a couple days after I arrived. No, I was supposed to sign the day I arrived, and then I don't know what happened. Something happened. As I said, the situation wasn't clear to me, and I was staying at their facilities, and I wasn't happy with like staying there. And then when they like told me the contract that they had for me, and I wasn't happy with that. I think I would devalue myself if I went into that situation. So I said that I would go back home and like work hard again, and like try to create another opportunity for myself. Yeah, and then after that I went back and started playing in the Premier League again. Then I went with the national team, and I play that in that same year. I think I made my debut with the national team, and then after that I came here and trial and signed. Yeah, and,
Do you
yeah.
went to Manchester City with the digital to Anchal?
Um, I went to Manchester City, yes, but it wasn't like it was more of an experience. It wasn't a trial. Like we weren't like training with like Manchester City players. We were training with like all the guys that got selected when the coaches from Manchester City went into the Caribbean. Yeah, it was more of an experience. They were showing us the stadium, and like we got to meet the players, and that's the first time I met Sterling. Yeah, and after that, I kept in contact with him. Maybe not as much, but yeah, that's where I got to meet him. Yeah, well, it wasn't really a trial. It was like an experience. You know, you never know what can happen. Everybody wants to do their best when they were there, like somehow to get seen or something. You know, but yeah, it was a good experience. Yeah, Manchester City is a different story. It's next level.
So I don't know if you see this interview with your teammate Ravel Morrison, former Manchester United player, an excellent player. You see the comment where they said
that Ravel
about
said
you?
that
Yeah,
Ravel said
about
about
you. Yeah.
yeah, man, yeah. I saw it like when he did the interview. I saw it the day after because I was sleeping, and I sent him a message on WhatsApp and I told him thanks for all the things that he said about me, and he said to me, um, he said, "Come on, bro, just believe in yourself. You're going to go right to the top." And like I really appreciated that for someone like Ravel to like see that, and Ravel has basically done it all. He's seen it all, and he knows like when someone, I think he knows when someone can like play at the level, at the highest level, you know. And yeah, I told him thank you, and yeah, and then I realized it was all over the place and everybody was sending it to me, was tagging me on Instagram and whatever. But yeah, it's a really nice feeling to have that, you know, like a person like Ravel, like to say that about you, you know, it's a really good feeling.
Yeah, Ravel is a top player. Quote Manchester United, Alex Ferguson said he's one of the best youngster come through the academy, and at the time you have Paul Pogba, you have Martial. I think you have Rashford and these players coming through the academy, and to see a player like Ravel Morrison saying that, that's a big accomplishment. So, do you admire David Silva as a
Um,
player? He used left foot.
yeah, of course, I think he's a really good, he's a great player. Can't say good, he's a great player. Of course, I would admire him. He plays the same position as me. I watch him a lot. Even before Ravel like said I'm like a little David Silva. I watch David Silva a lot. I watch a lot of like players that plays at the highest level in my position. You know. Yeah, and I think David Silva is a really good player. Of course, you know what? Like all I have to do is just continue doing what I'm doing and just continue playing. Um, Showing a lot of people that yes, I have the capabilities to play at the highest level. You know, until my chance comes. I just have to keep. I just have to be consistent, man.
100%, man. You have a big future ahead of you, man. And every time I see Phil Ford play, I saw you play. You know, you just have to just continue work. Trust me. You and Shamal Nichols, I tell Shamal all the time, say, Shamal, every single time I see um, Christian Benkeke play, Roman Lukaku play, every time I see Basti Swai play, you play similar football to them. You have the physiques, you have everything to play like a Christian Benkeke. To me, and Christian Benkeke and all of these players come from the league, same league that Shaman Nichols in. So in future is very bright and stuff. But I want to talk to you about the national team. What are your experience with the Jamaican national team? You went to the Gold Cup, you didn't feature a lot, but some of your experience with
Um,
the Reggae Boyz so far.
yeah, you're talking about the Gold Cup. Just to be there alone, you know, like as a youngster, I made my debut like a month before or a couple of months before. I don't quite remember. Yeah, and then no, like a couple like a week before the Gold Cup, I think I made my debut. Yeah.
You remember this game? Sorry to cut you off. You remember this game when you come on against the United States in United?
Yeah, that was my debut for the
Listen,
national team.
bro, I'm telling you, the feel, the touch, every single thing. You just, or you control the ball, or you move the ball, or you was just one touch, two touch, trying to get involved in the game. That's the feeling of David Silva. That's the feelings of Phil Ford. I'm not just telling you this right now. Bro, you have a big future ahead of you. And if you continue your people comparing you to some of these players, you just have to trust your ability. And that game against United States, just that little piece of clippings there, I say, who is this guy? I was sitting with another Canadian guy. I'm say, who is this guy? I'm say, listen, he is one of Jamaican biggest talent for the last 3 years in Jamaica. He has done it. He has done it in CONCACAF in the World Cup qualifier, the youth level. He's a fantastic player. But continue what you were going to say.
Yeah, I was saying that just being at the Gold Cup, it was a different feeling, man. It was my first time around in the national setup, national senior setup. Um, yeah, just being around the players and me and Leon, we went in the same time. Like Leon didn't play the game because he wasn't fully fit. He had a little like niggle, and yeah, but like just being there around all the guys that they grew up watching, seeing playing for Jamaica, like even though I didn't play a lot, I think I played one game, a couple minutes in one game. Like, but the experience was different, man. It was, and like you see a lot of players like that plays in the English Premier League, and like you get to watch them, you get to see the level that they're at, and you get to see their games like it's right in front of you. So just being around them, I just wanted to learn as much and grasp as much that I could have grasped from them. Yeah, and all in all, it was a great experience.
Definitely, definitely. But Gold Cup coming up for the Reggae Boys. I know you're doing your thing in Belgium. World Cup, the Gold Cup coming up. What are your thoughts on the Gold Cup? You guys, I think you guys is the third best team in CONCACAF behind United States and Mexico. You guys have been proving yourself in the last two Gold Cup. You guys has put in yourself in a good position for qualify for the World Cup. Before I talk about the World Cup qualify, I just want to stick on the Gold Cup. It's a big tournament couple months from now for the Jamaican team to prepare for the World Cup qualify. What are your thoughts on the team? Do you guys think can go one better than 2 years ago to win the Gold Cup?
I think right now the only like only real choice we have is to win the Gold Cup. Like as you said before, Jamaica has been doing really well in the Gold Cup, and it's just some little things that's stopping us from winning. And I think like now the team has like it's the team is a stronger team right now from my point of view. And I think like if we go into the Gold Cup fully focused, everybody locked in 100%. I think I don't think anyone should stop us. Regardless, everybody is saying Mexico and USA this, but I think we have all the capabilities to beat these two teams and beat them like properly. Like not like a lucky winner. No, I think we have all the qualities to beat them properly. We just need to like prepare properly for the tournament, and then just let our football do the talking after that.
Definitely. This is the next question. This is a big question for you. Will the Reggae Boys qualify for the 2022 World Cup? You have a great squad. Bobby Reed, Leon Bailey, you yourself, Shaman Nichols, Junior Flemings, Alvas Powell, Taxi, Blake. You guys have a lot of experience. At the set time, you guys has been playing a lot of tournament over the last 2 to 3 years. You guys have that experience. And with that experience mixed with some of the young players in the team, I don't see why you guys cannot make it to the World Cup, next World Cup.
Yeah, I think we're going to qualify for the World Cup, man. I think we're definitely going to qualify. I think everybody is like buzzing to start playing the World Cup qualifiers. The team hasn't been selected as yet, but I think whoever gets selected, They're ready. They will be ready to like give 100% out there for Jamaica and for themselves, for their families. Yeah, and as I said before, I think Jamaica is going. I think 2022 is the year that Jamaica will see another World Cup for sure. I don't. For some reason, I have a really good feeling about the World Cup qualifiers. I don't. As I said before, I don't really see like who should stop us like from qualifying for the World Cup, but ourselves. As long as we prepare properly for it, and like everything is in place before, I think we'll definitely go to the World Cup.
Definitely, I totally agree with the Panama. Definitely rebuilding, the Costa Rica rebuilding, the Honduras rebuilding. Automatically, Jamaica have a great chance. I would say I would give Jamaica 85% chance, but I want Jamaica to improve the away from home. In the South American, when you go get up against a South American team like Panama, Honduras, Mexico, USA, they always get the better of us. I don't know, for some reason, away from home over the years, not just 2, 3 years, 4 years ago. I'm talking about from the last 20 years. We has been very, very poor away from home. But I know Jamaica will definitely comfortable playing at the office in Kingston. I know it's going to ramp up. And I know you guys, a lot of young guys, Leon Bailey, Bobby Reid, all of you fans will definitely come out and support. Like the last Gold Cup play, 1 or 2 game play in Kingston, that was a very good support by the Jamaican people. And Jamaican people, you guys need to come out and support the Reggae Boys. It's very important. Home advantage in World Cup qualify is very important. Look at the United States. Look at Mexico. The stadium is full. The fans have a big part to play and the player them. Definitely. But I believe you guys have a great chance. But my next question to you, what do you think on the JFF? Do you guys back the JFF to make sure that you guys everything will be okay, comfortable? I want corporate Jamaica need to come on board. The team do have a main sponsor. I know you are a player and you don't want to touch on that little bit. I will be the spokesman. You don't have to talk about that. So I don't want to put you on the spot. As what I said, I want corporate Jamaica to come on board and support this Reggae Boys team. I see you guys as a unit together with the league thing with Low, and it was a good backing from the player to back the team. At least we see every single one of you guys want to represent for the Reggae Boys, but they have to just do it the right way and just respect. Without the player have that confidence, without the player feel a big part of the thing and not others, you guys is the first priority. And this is what I want to say to the JFF. But the player them sort out their contract when they were supposed to need to sort out before they come to camp. It's important. This is 2021. We cannot have the same mistake over the years continue failing the Jamaican national team not to qualify for the World Cup. This is a big opportunity for us with Panama, Costa Rica, and the Honduras rebuilding. We need to fix ourselves very quick enough. And I don't want you to answer that question. I don't want to put you on the bus. But I want to more talk about your career now in Belgium. You are playing for the under 23 team for your club.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on your season so far? And how difficult is for you to bed in? Most Jamaican used to the warmness. You in a country that cold, very cold in Belgium. What are your thoughts on your club?
Um, First of all, I'm grateful for the opportunity to be here. Yeah, I've been playing. I've been playing with the second team. Um, this season, the season is now cancelled because of the whole pandemic and thing. But like last year when the season was playing, I didn't play the first game. But after the first game, I scored in every game, every other game. Yeah, from September until December. Yeah, so only thing I can say, it's been really good for me because I'm scoring, I'm playing properly. Yeah, and then I got my chance with the national team in Saudi Arabia. I think I made a good account of myself there also, and that's where I met like Ravel and all the and Bobby. and all the other two England guys that came in. Yeah, but I think like for my team, I've been doing really well. For some reason, I'm not in the first team. That's out of my control. All I can do is just try and like to improve every day. Like like look, I'm playing in my second team, and I went to Saudi Arabia with the national team, and somebody that played at the highest level recognizes that I have something, I can play at the highest level. So obviously, I'm doing something right. All I need to do is just continue doing that. But my club here, playing in the first team is not, it's out of my control. If the coach says I'm not going to play, then I can do nothing about that. He has his philosophy. Is like he believes in another player more than me. So all I have to do is just work hard. Try to improve every single day on my game, and just leave everything else in God's hands.
Definitely, I know you get a lot of love from your club. When I was doing the research, I see you get a lot of tension from spectators, the Gleaner, the newspaper in Belgium. They always writing about you and stuff. How you feel about that? And you're not in the first team yet to get so much glory, and you're not in the first. It's kind of strange to see you get a lot of media comment, your appearance in the newspaper, a lot, and you're not
Uh,
in the first team. So that simply means you're doing a good job.
Yeah, I mean it's always nice to get recognition, but it's not like you're there. I'm here searching for recognition, I'm just doing my job, doing what I was brought here to do, regardless of what level I'm doing it at. But yeah, it's a really nice feeling, and that also puts like pressure on the coach in the first team, but for some reason I'm not playing, as I said before, but that's out of my control. Um, and I still like, not because I'm not playing. I want my team to do well, to win like every game, But like, yeah, as I said before, I just have to keep doing what I'm doing and just keep improving every day. And I think everything else will fall in place.
Definitely. My next question to you is the local Premier League is not start. How do you think that will affect the national team? Because normally they have a 23-man squad in the local Premier League training at the JFF, but you guys, that's not the case. Do you think the overseas player mixed with the local player? Do you guys think you guys get enough time to bed in and to come together more?
Um, Now, to be honest, it's going to be really difficult because obviously there's nothing going on in the country where football is concerned. There's no football playing. So most of the players, I'm sure, they're not happy. They want the league to like resume. I don't know the reason or whatever the league is not playing. But I would definitely love to like see the league like start as quickly as possible. Like, and like, it's football in, like, you have some players in Jamaica playing football, and that's what they use to feed their family. Regardless if it's not a lot, but they need to be playing, to be getting their salaries. Football is not all about money. Everybody that's playing, I think, love the game, but your salary, your money is also important. You have a family to feed, especially if you're playing in Jamaica and you have a child. It's even more difficult. So I think like I personally want the league to like resume. If it could resume today, I would like that, or tomorrow, whenever. But I think it's really difficult for the players that's not playing now in Jamaica. And obviously, if you're not playing, you're not going to get paid. So I don't know. And if you don't have a job, then, that's a whole different story. So I think that the league needs to like resume as quickly as possible.
Definitely. So, what would you say your biggest achievement in football? I know you win a lot of trophy, you win a lot of individual award. What would you say your biggest success so far in your
Um,
career?
I would say my biggest success thus far in my career is definitely like just getting myself a contract in Europe. That's where I've always wanted to play. Um, I have a lot more to do, but like just like I'm on my way there. So that's something I have to be really grateful for. And there's a lot of things like playing for the national team. That's also something like that's another level also, you know. So yeah, I'm really grateful for those two stuff. Like I'm involved in the national team, you know. So and I have a professional contract where I can get seen by people. I can help my family even if it's not like the biggest. I can help my family. And I think I still have a lot more to do. But those are two things that I'm grateful for.
What would you say in a national team? Who is your closest friend where you're going through a rough time, a difficult time? Who do you say would help you? Who would say that player you go to and say, "Oh, this work, what you think I'm doing, and stuff, help you out, bring you through the hard time?"
Um, you know, to be honest, like I think it's really like I'm not saying it's impossible, but like whenever you're with the national team, I think it's really difficult to have a hard time. You know, like when you're with the national team, you forget about every single thing. You know, it's just like right here in the camp. Like it's the vibe is different. You know, it's a different vibe. Everything is always good. No problems, nothing. You forget about. I think if you have problems before you go there, you forget about everything. But um, I think I can. I don't know. I don't know who to single out because I've never been in that situation or that position before. But
What do we say?
when the first time I played, like I didn't even say anything to anybody. But at the time, Sean Francis was in the squad, and he was the one that he said to me. That was when I went to the Gold Cup. Yeah. He said to me, just like I don't know what happened with training, and like somebody else was speaking. You know what? I'm not saying anything, and like he called me one side and he said to me like just continue doing what you're doing, because it's a long time. Um he didn't see a talent like me. You know, he was saying that I was really good with the ball. I was comfortable, and like it's my first time here, and I was playing as if I was here a long time. And like he was just motivating me and like telling me to keep doing what I was doing. So I would say that's the only time I've been in a situation like that where like someone was speaking to me about like football. But I think there's a lot of players there that I can like. I think I can speak to anyone there about like if I'm having a like if I'm not playing well and like what I need to do. I can speak to the coach, any of the players. I think they would gladly like explain to me or share their point of view with me.
What you guys about doing, Miller?
Oh, yeah, shoot. Oh, did I forget of yeah, I think no, now that I'm looking back at it, I think Miller would be the person that I would go to. Like he's one of the like when I first in the national team, Miller is my general. Like respect Miller one and yeah, I respect everybody, but I think I'm a, like Miller is no, Miller is my general in the national team.
Okay, so what it feel like to share the same dressing room with Bobby Reed, Leon Bailey, Shaman Nicholson?
Um, it's like I think it's it's like you're playing at the highest level, but you're not really there as yet, you know. But like as I said, like just like it
Just to be
just
around the
drives
play.
just being around them. It just drives you to like you just automatically want to become a better player. You want to learn a lot from them, you know. So like whenever you touch the pitch, or like you're always trying to like see like what they do and like what you need to like you compare yourself with them, like what little like aspects of their game you can add to your game to improve, you know, because obviously they're playing at the highest level. Yeah, and I spoke with Leon also one time. Leon was showing me like some clippings of myself. He was saying that he sometimes he was watching me, and like he was explaining to me like what I like he was saying showing me some things that I did good, but like he was showing me another way I could do it like quicker, because that's always it that's just the difference with the next level of football, you know. Everything happens quickly. So he was saying, yeah, you do that, but it's good that you did that, but look, if you release the ball like quicker right there, then you would have ended up like in the opponent's box or something, you know. But just being around all those guys is just you just want to learn, you just want to improve.
what would you say? I forgot my question. That was coming from my head, but I forgot my question. But yeah, I think you guys have a great chance, man, to make it to the World Cup. So I hope you guys coming out and do well. But I just want to tell you thank you very much for coming on to share your story. I hope you can get some more Reggae Boys player. Get Nichols on the channel. Tell Nichols I
Um,
want to share his story. I have him already on my channel now. It's like 1 year ago. So I need him back. And I need to get some more Reggae Boys player, but they're not answering to them DM on Instagram. I know a lot of people
um,
answer to them.
you know, I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm young, but most of the guys up there, like family, like they're.
Yeah,
I'm living in Europe by myself, but like
yeah,
they have their family, they have sons, um, they have their
yeah,
family. So sometimes I think it's because they're busy. It's not because they don't want to answer anymore. I can definitely ask them. I can ask them
yeah.
like if it's possible for them to like come on the show, and then I can hear what they say and then tell you what.
Yeah, I definitely have Marlon King. You know Marlon King, right? Marlon King.
Yeah, I
I
heard
supposed
about
to
him. I
interview.
really like know him
Yeah,
personally.
yeah. I supposed to have Marlon King sometime next week. Last week I interviewed Simon Preston, so
Yeah,
to share him journey. This is what I want to do. Many people do interview. I just want to do it different. Like your early life and these stuff. It's important for your fans to know all these stuff.
yeah,
Where you're coming from. 'Cause many times people don't know where Ali and Bill coming from because they just see the glory and they see the
yeah,
glory of everything on Shaman Nichols say, but they don't know it's very hard to get here. It take a lot of work.
yeah,
It's just like a normal 9 to 5 or much more harder to get up every morning and train twice a day, sometimes 3 times. It's not easy physically, mentally, it and your body.
yeah. It's. No, I wouldn't tell anybody that it's easy at all. Anybody aspiring to be a professional footballer, nothing about it is easy. But the only thing I would say, the greatest thing about it, you get to enjoy what you love, regardless. So sometimes, like, you're not even focusing on the work. You just want to enjoy yourself, and you know that, like, after, like, if you do everything in your everything possible, like, you're going to get to live a proper life after your career, with your family. You just get to chill. So why not just like work as hard as you can, make all the sacrifices, and then yeah, just enjoy your career and after your career also.
This is a question I always want to ask you. What is your biggest strength and what is your biggest weakness you think you should need to work on? Your weakness and your strength. Because many people think you're strong at that, they don't need to work on that. So tell
Um,
me both sides.
I would say my weakness is my weakness. Um, well, yeah, my weakness now, but I've been working on it a lot. But I think my weakness, the weakest part of my game is like I was when I first came into Europe, I wasn't tactically aware. I was tactically poor, and like when I didn't have the ball, my work rate it wasn't up to standard like they wanted it to be here. So I worked a lot on that. I'm sure, like if anybody watched the games I played with against Saudi Arabia, you can see that. Yeah, but that was the weakest part of my game, and I'm still working on it. And my strength, I have a lot of strengths. From my perspective, I can dribble properly. I can pass the ball properly. I can shoot. I can like any. I think everything where with the ball is concerned, is a strength for me, and I'm working in. I'm always working on my strengths. I think I work even harder on my strengths than my weakness. Because I think my strength is what like took me here. So I'm always working on like dribbling with the ball, dribbling quickly with the ball. I do a lot of passing drills, shooting drills, like play a lot of one twos, everything. I'm always working on those stuff. Like obviously, as I said before, I want to improve every single day. And I think a lot of people, as you said, as you said earlier, a lot of people forget to work on their strengths, and sometimes that like helps to drop their game drops, because they are focused on one thing, like this is my problem, and I need to work on it. And no, but you also have to work on your strengths. It's really important because that's what um get that's what allowed everybody to see that you have talent, you know, or see they saw something, you know, so you have to continue working on that.
Definitely. What kind of advice would you give a lot of young players come up in Jamaica right now if they want to get in Europe? What kind of advice would you give them?
Um, you know, as um I was born and raised in Jamaica, you know, so I know like the life, and most of Jamaican footballers are from the ghetto, so I understand all the difficulties and everything. But I think you just have to be dedicated, you know, and you'll have to make a lot of sacrifices. You'll have to like it's sad, but yeah, you'll have to like stop speaking with a lot of friends, a lot of people around you that's giving you the wrong advices, you know, and like whenever you get where you want it to be, then you realize why you did it, you know, and yeah, just like every day you get the chance to go out on the pitch, just give 100%, you know, regardless of what anybody wants to say. You'll be training, you'll be struggling, and you'll have a lot of people laughing. It's no problem, you know. Just know what you want, and always remember why you're doing it, you know. And I think like if you do that and you're 100% committed, everything will fall in place, you know.
Definitely. And I was talking what was your weakness. I'm going to touch a little bit on that. I'm going to give you my perspective and you. I think you is more a luxury player. Um, like Mesut Ozil, he don't do much work, and this is where the game is going forward now.
Yeah.
Type of player like you have to learn how to adjust because 10, 15 years ago, Jack Wilshere and these players, similar type of player of you, and they find it really difficult in 2021 to adjust their game because they do not work work a lot off the ball. And to be a balanced midfielder now in this generation is not as a midfielder, as a creative midfielder. If you see David Silva in him last 2 to 3 years, he do a lot of work off the ball. Although he is the maestro, but in this modern time in Europe, he has to do a lot of work off the ball. And it's not only about create, because if it's all about create, Mesut Ozil that play in the Arsenal team. If Rodriguez was playing Ames playing for Everton, he has to start work off the ball. Although he's a luxury player, and that's where the football go. Will I think player like you going to benefit come football change every single 10, 15 years. So probably player like Mesut Ozil will need back like 10, 15 years ago it will come back in the game. But at this moment, as a creative midfielder, he has to work off the ball. Like Bruno Fernandes. We call him Bruno Penandes. He can score a lot of penalty, but we give him a lot of respect. I am a Liverpool fan, so that is why I give him that nickname, Bruno Penandes. But it's a pleasure to have you, bro, and I really, really appreciate it to take your time. You could have doing something right now. You could have work on a weakness or something doing training. And I see you post a lot of video on Instagram when you're training and stuff. I've been watching it. I've been watching you and Shaman Nichols. I see you guys have a very close relationship. You guys live close together, or you
Um,
guys live
no,
together?
no. You live like a hour and like 1 hour and 15 or 20 minutes away from me. But like when the pandemic, like when Corona thing just like started spreading, I went over his house and I was staying there for a while. So that's when we got a bit closer. Like when I was in Jamaica, I knew him, but we didn't really speak a lot because obviously we were from different countries.
We kind of lost him a
Didn't
little
have
bit.
anything or anything. But when I came to Belgium, I got a lot closer to him. Started speaking on a daily basis and things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's fair enough, fair enough. But as I said, my brother, you have a big future ahead of you. Big year coming up for Jamaica. I hope you're in the roster. I will definitely, definitely look at the roster and always keep up to speed. And I will definitely keep the link. And one more question. You alone live in Belgium. How it feel to separate from your family? It's get
Um.
the better of you?
um.
Feel lonely?
Yeah. I think anybody at all like leave like if you leave Jamaica, you know, in Jamaica, the vibe and everything is different. But when you leave and you come live by yourself, of course, you're going to feel lonely sometimes. Most of the time, you're going to feel lonely, especially the first time, like when you just come, and you realize that you're on your own. You know, the time difference and everything. Sometimes, like when I just arrived, I didn't know how to speak with my family properly. You know, like whenever they want to speak with me, I'd have to be going to my bed because now it's it's 7:14 in the night. So like whenever, like, you know, like in the evening when my family want to speak with me, I'm getting ready to go sleep because I have training in the morning. Yeah, so it's like when I just came here, it was really really difficult. I won't lie about that, but like after, like I said, it all comes down to sacrifices. You know, you have to sacrifice a lot of things. You know, and a lot of people like have to understand this. You know, and if they cannot understand whether it's a girlfriend or whatever, then they don't mean any good. You know, you
Yeah.
have to just make your sacrifices, man, and just do what you have to do. Like maybe the conversations with who you want to speak with are a bit shorter, but at least you still get to speak with them. Yeah, you just have to make your sacrifices and like just remain focused and work hard and you'll be good, man.
It's a pleasure talking to you, my brother. I'm going to share something with you where I see Robin Van Persie share on him Instagram. I will find the video and get it to you. It's very good to share this type of information with you. Robin Verse grew up with two. You see that?
Yeah, I think I seen the video before.
Yeah, Robin Van Persie same grew up with two of him best friend them. They were at the same age. Them time them just playing for Arsenal and stuff. And he just said they just go in a different direction and he was going a different direction and he just couldn't have these friends anymore. It's not a bad thing to do, but sometimes you want to be successful. You know, a lot of Jamaican people don't understand. They feel when they're
Yeah.
overseas, you feel like you have money, but they don't understand how hard they have to work for it and stuff. So I'm glad you see that video, but keep your head high, my brother. Trust me, I'm looking forward to seeing the Gold Cup and I'm looking forward to see in the World Cup qualified team come September, and I want you to do well. All the best to you. And you have anything to say to the fans before you leave?
Um, yeah. To the fans, everybody that supports me and likes me, are for everyone that doesn't like support my playing style, or I don't know, just you know, you have fans that like you and don't like you, but I just want to say everybody, like, I really appreciate the support. I appreciate everything that the fans have done for me. I really appreciate you guys. You guys have been a big you have been very important where my success is concerned. I just want to say yeah, just thank you very much for everything that you have done for me, and just like stay safe, and just remain positive in everything that you do.
Thank you very much, guys, for watching. If you're new around here, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you like the video, share the message. Ryan LFC with Tyreek. I would like to say peace out. Until next time, from your boy Ryan LFC. Thank you.
Thank you very much.